Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So today's reading, we're going to start out with the Star Tarot. And it's because I'm feeling like many of you are connecting in a multi-dimensional aspect. We have a new moon in Sagittarius right now. And this reading is being recorded on the 1212 portal. So this 1212 portal, I heard exponential. Exponential. Exponential growth. Exponential mindset. And with it being a new moon in Sagittarius, the Sagittarius energy is all about, well, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, first and foremost. So let's get into that. Okay, 3. And we're going to do, 4, a pick a card. Oh, I don't want to turn them over yet. So the Sagittarius energy, as I was saying, is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is that planet of expansion, of growth, of luck, of blessings, of carefreeness, of optimism, of abundance. And again, I heard expansion. So this is, mental expansion. This is thinking expansively. This is about knowledge, wisdom, seeking, truth seekers, intellect. The Sagittarius energy is very much so about the intellect, about seeking wisdom. And with this confirmation, and with this new moon energy, it's like many of you are focusing on the matters of the mind. It's like you're energized, you're ready to grow. With this new moon energy and this 1212 portal, you're being encouraged to consider all the possibilities. And this could be in many areas of your life, all the possibilities. So this could be in relationships. This could be finances. This could be love. This could be family. Consider all the possibilities. As we're closing out this year, and this is the last new moon of the year, and this Sagittarius Jupiter energy is going to progress towards the end of the year, okay? So consider all the possibilities. Some of you, because of all of these possibilities and all of this expansiveness, could be bringing up feelings of uncertainty, because there's a lot of intense emotion, especially with Jupiter being here. But that Sag energy is about fire. It's about your passion. So you're being encouraged to stay optimistic, even if you're feeling any feelings of uncertainty, as you are considering all the possibilities. Considering these possibilities and staying optimistic, it's like it's time for you to take a leap of faith. For some of you, this is going to bring up creative exploration, this energy of self-discovery for others of you. But expansion, that's what I kept hearing. And so let me tell you the definition of expansion. To be exponential, because I heard exponential growth, exponential mindset, exponential. When something is growing exponentially, it's growing and or increasing at a very rapid rate. So this could be a rapid rate in finances. This could be a rapid rate in your thinking. Gaining more clarity. In this exponential growing, this exponential increasing, we're going to get into the message and find out what is growing and increasing for you rapidly. That's what this message is all about as we're in this 12-12 portal. With the exponential mindset, many of you are using past momentum and past success to accelerate in your progress. And that's why it's exponential. It's like the things that the lessons you've learned in the past, the gains, the success even of the past. You're learning from it, you're taking it, you're using it, you're implementing it to accelerate your progress is what I'm hearing. And it's allowing you to grow in an exponential rate. So, as you're going into this 12-12 portal, as you're entering, and the new moon goes a little bit before, I think it's 3 days before, 3 days after. So, new moons are also about setting intentions. As you're in this new moon energy, set the intention to consider all the possibilities where you may exponentially grow, where you may take a leap of faith, where you may receive growth, luck, abundance, even intelligence, as you're focusing on the matters of the mind, how you can be energized by this energy, ready to expand, ready to grow, ready to think more expansively as we're closing out this year and then embarking on the new year. So, again, set your intentions. Take a little time. Some of you may want to journal, especially on this day as you're setting these intentions, especially with this Jupiter energy causing this essence of abundance to flow right now. Growth, luck, blessing, carefreeness, optimism, expansion. Okay, so let's find out what the messages are. Let me introduce you to your 4 pals today. Usually we have 3, but we're going to expand the reading today. So let's get into it, okay? Group number 1, you have the Fool from the Star Tarot. Can you see that? Okay. And group number 2, you have the Queen of Swords. Group number 3, you have the Hermit. Okay. And group number 4, oh, I forgot to light your candle. You have the Hanged One, which is usually the hangman in the traditional tarot. So give me a second. Okay, sorry about the interruption, but we're back. And there's no coincidence with that either. Maybe some of you felt like there have been some interruptions to some of the things you've been creating. And now with this 12-12 portal, you're back. You're ready. Like things are popping, they're growing, they're expanding. And if not, then this is the energy to explore as this time of expansion is available. Okay? So, I'm gonna finish this up. I got like a few more that I want to offer for each pile, which this is a lot of messages already. But I want to put out a few tarot, so even though we started with the tarot deck. Okay. Okay, so let's get into these 12-12 new moon in Sagittarius messages. But do remember that these messages are timeless. So whenever you're coming across this reading is exactly when it is meant for you. This may be the time as you're coming across this message, if the 12-12 portal has already passed, that the universe, God the Most High, is still giving you the message about expansion and growth that is taking place for you in the present moment of you receiving this video. Okay? So again, group number 1, your key card, key message, key energy is the Fool. Group number 2, your key card, key message, key energy is the Queen of Swords. Let your intuition guide you as to which pile is for you. Group number 3, we have the Hermit. And this is your image from the Star Tarot. And group number 4, your key card, key energy, key message is the Hanged One from the Star Tarot. Okay, so let's get into these messages. 4, 3. Oh, I stopped because I wanted to light your candle. Some of you, it's time to light yourself again, to restart anew, to start afresh, or to just put some spunk back in that thing. Light it up. We are in the fire sign of Sagittarius, okay? Okay, yeah, we gotta have the fire going in the fire sign. So, your key card, group number 1, is the Fool. You also have Trickster with Challenge. You have Enter the Jade Temple. Your tarot cards are the Six of Cups and the Star. You have crystals with focus. This says healing. You have vanity. Your crystal is the rhyolite. And you have adjudication, the lovers, and the family room. The family room, the lovers, and adjudication. You also have intimacy, and you have Sowilo with sun. Whoa, there's another card under there. Hold on. Oh, it was stuck. Maybe that's no coincidence. It didn't want to be seen because that card was bad health. So you have the lovers, bad health, adjudication, and the family room. You also have personal power. You have divine feminine. You have magnanimous me. To be seen. Okay, we'll leave it there. You have stag with trust and thrive. You also have love. You have the water spirit with manifesting dreams. You have stay open-minded. Release. Divine feminine again. Didn't we have that here already? Wow. Okay, yeah, so divine feminine twice. Look. Okay. And you have what do I resist feeling right now, is what that says. And pride. Okay. Okay, we just made it. Everything just made it. Okay, so group number 1. You guys, when it comes to this 12/12 new moon in Sagittarius energy, is that many of you feel challenged or you're having some challenges. And one of the challenges is for you starting over. Starting over for some of you with healing a situation, for many of you with a divine feminine, or you are this divine feminine and you're having a challenge to heal. Take the energy as it resonates. Some of you are healing from pride and being prideful. And for some of you, this is what you're not wanting to feel right now. But this new moon energy is asking you to stay open-minded, because that will allow you to tap more into your personal power, into your confidence. Some of you, the challenge is feeling confident about starting over. Starting over with intimacy, it's like for some of you, you've closed yourself out to intimacy because of past challenges with relationships. But this new moon energy is asking you to show yourself self-love, to take some time to attract, especially with the divine feminine energy here, to take some time to be receptive to self-love, to attract more of this energy of not feeling like you have to fight in everything. Many of you are releasing, and this is the challenge, you're releasing unwarranted energies, you're releasing things that no longer serve you, you're releasing fear of intimacy, releasing resistance to feeling your emotions and allowing them to come forward. Releasing and stepping into your personal power to speak your truth. Overcoming challenges of speaking exactly what it is you need when it comes to intimacy for many of you. For some of you, these challenges stem from past lives, but you're gaining the strength now and the self-esteem to look back with a better understanding at the past. Now able to heal the past. 6 of Cups and the Star. Keeping the hope about healing, keeping faith about healing. Healing challenging situations. Most of you, it's coming up with intimacy, but for many of you, this could also be with family. For some of you, this is definitely healing within relationships of a romantic essence with the Lovers here. But this is also healing within self, healing your divine masculine and divine feminine energy of self, where you're able to care for yourself. You have the divine feminine energy here twice. This new moon Jupiter expansion energy is asking you to allow the attraction of unconditional love, of self-love, of oneness, of feeling more focused on receiving passion, receiving the intimacy, and staying open-minded to it. You now have the ability with this energy, with this 12-12 portal, to attract in more loving forces, to be more connected with a loving vibration through the universe. This portal is allowing you to deepen your energetic awareness, where you can now perceive the world beyond your five senses and start to receive more information and wisdom. This Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy, is about wisdom, and wisdom that is which stems from wisdom different from that which stems from just the intellect. This is that wisdom that is tapping into life force consciousness, where you're not stuck on just the vanity, the worldly things, but you're actually finding joy in even the smallest of things. Finding joy starting over, even finding joy in the starting over process with the Fool here. For some of you, this has been a challenge. Like you like the way things have been going and you want to keep them the way they are. It's like, why am I starting over? Why am I constantly starting over? But you're being encouraged to not resist this. Fresh start is what I'm hearing. And whatever challenges are coming up, whatever emotions, even if it's fear, you're being encouraged to feel it in order to heal it. In order to let go any pain or fear, we must first honor that it exists. Like, instead of pushing it down. Your emotions, our emotions, are like waves. Some of them are soft. Some of them are fierce, some of them are layered, and some of them will literally sweep you off your feet. So some of you, there may be something coming up within a relationship where you're going to feel swept off your feet. And you're being encouraged to have an open mind about it. To allow yourself to feel intimacy, starting over, and to feel that it is possible to release what no longer serves you. For some of you, these challenges is because there's conflict around you that is arising with these new beginnings. But you're being encouraged to allow the conflict to elevate you to a more higher, peaceful resolution. How can you find a peaceful resolution within these challenges, even the trickiest of challenges? Some of you may have been dealing with a trickster, tricky energy. What? I just heard tricks are for kids. Listen, we're supposed to be finding peaceful resolutions, okay? And we're focusing on the peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing to the situation. In fact, many of you are being asked to begin to feel the relief of this resolution now. Because it's now in the present moment where you can now honor what is arising. So you can now be more readily able to receive the divine solution to the resolution. Group number 1, there are moments on the path where conflict and challenges are going to arise. And sometimes these struggles emerge. They come up. Okay? As these challenges are arising, as these conflicts are coming forth, they may be within for many of you. So it's an internal conflict. For some of you, about starting over, as I said. Starting over with relationships, starting over with family, starting over in your health regimen for some of you, starting anew to manifest your dreams, trusting and thriving. When these challenges arrive, this can be a part of the experience of life on this physical plane that can actually help us, group number one, to raise your vibration, to find unity, and yet still honor your individuality. Family room here. To be able to honor your individuality, but also honor the unity. Family room. Lovers. Unity. This Lovers is card number 15. That's 6. So for many of you, you're wanting to honor and find balance to any challenges within your relationship, where you can have more harmony, where the family room doesn't feel empty, but it's full of laughter, joy, camaraderie, I just heard. Making decisions with judication here about how to manifest your dreams, making judgments, decisions about unconditional love. For group number one, for you guys, there is a spiritual light within you. And this light is a light of peace that can now be brought to assist you in any situation, any challenging situation, any conflict, any struggle that is arising. This energy of peace can now assist you to transform even the deepest of conflicts through using your personal power. Finding more confidence. Card number 13 totals 4. Where there's more confidence about finding peace, about receiving divine resolutions, about attracting divine solutions and resolutions to these tricky challenges and conflict. The divine feminine energy is attracting this. A crystal that you can use is the rhyolite. This is what it looks like. And this ancient stone amplifies the energy to induce very deep and introspective meditations to help you explore the past so that you're able to gain this strength standing in your personal power, to gain more self-esteem, more acceptance of self and of the choices that you're making and have made in the past, not resisting the challenges from the past, but actually finding peaceful resolutions to them. Peace is the light that flows, group number one, when we're able to step above the illusions of separation. Family room, lovers, unity, connection. Separation, the illusion of separation, the illusion of competition, the illusion of conflict. And seek out the consciousness where we are in fact all one in divine love. And we are all serving the path of light. So even those things that came as tricky challenges, through this 12-12 portal and this new moon energy, Jupiter is wanting to expand this energy of peace to allow you to now focus on trusting and thriving, to focus on divine solutions and resolutions, to focus on unconditional love, to focus on self-love, to focus on oneness, to focus on passion, affection, attraction, healing. That's what this 12-12 portal and this new moon in Sagittarius energy is creating for you, allowing you to fully absorb, interact with this energy, where you're not in a prideful state or wanting to be magnanimous, where even if you have power over others, you're not wanting to be in an energy of dominance, but an energy of unity, that oneness energy, where you're moving with divine love in your own unique way, but still in an essence of togetherness. That's this energy that Jupiter is bringing forth. It's a higher level of genuine consciousness, and it's very transformative. It's allowing us to surrender judgment and to release any need to prove ourselves or our worth to another. Instead, with this Jupiter energy, because Jupiter is the ruler of Sag, and we're in a new moon in Sagittarius, so instead it's allowing us to just live our lives and allow others to do the same with more peace in our hearts. You see, with challenges and when conflict arise, there is this opportunity to grow more in inner peace and in loving acceptance of all the paths, because everyone has their own unique path. To learn to detach and still trust and thrive. Knowing that you are protected, because do you see the antler, the horns here on the deer, on the stag? They use those for protection, so you don't have to prove anything to anyone, and you're still going to be protected. Especially for those of you who are manifesting your dreams. This is card number 46. That 4 and 6 totals 10. That 10 is that one, that new beginning. So some of you feel somewhat of a conflict about this new beginning as you're manifesting your dreams. And it's mostly because you're doing it as a more mature soul, to call in peace, because it is not, you're not wanting to avoid the conflict, but to find a way to use the conflict as a spiritual tool through which you can grow, expand, we're in that Jupiter energy, and become bigger than the conflict, to actually make allowance for each being to choose their own way to grow and to call forth the spiritual genius of the divine that is able to provide the solutions that can bring the peace to all of us. And group number 1, that's what this 12-12 portal is bringing forth for you. As you're exponentially growing past the conflicts and the challenges and calling in, because of the abundance, you're calling in an abundance of intimacy where you feel like the sun is shining on you. You're calling in an abundance of new beginnings where you're able to focus on healing, on growth, on passion, self-love, where it's an abundance of you being able to trust and thrive, where you're able to stay open-minded to your unique path and allowing others their unique path. Having the ability to align with this fresh start, with this fresh new timeline that is inspired by wholeness, is what I'm getting for you, group number 1. That has been your 12/12 portal, new moon in Sag reading. But as I said, remember, these messages are timeless. So whenever you're coming across this message, it was meant for you to know, to feel, to receive insight and guidance about what is expanding for you. As you're growing and expanding past the conflict and using the conflict as a spiritual tool. Okay? That's your message, group number 1. Thank you for joining me. Group number 2, you chose the Queen of Swords. You also have the upper world with future. Ooh, you have the nectar of the lotus. Your tarot cards are the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. You have Eagle with communion. You also have, this says, luminescence. You have instinct. You also have the crystal of citrine. You have imprisonment and community. You have chivalry. You have the Lagos rune with water and lake. You also have the I am presence. You have magic carpet. You have healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. You have the medicine mother with honor your inner knowing. You also have the phoenix. You have the ancient oak spirit with strength. You have death is an illusion. You also have patience. You have reflection. And you have how teachable are you? And this says, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, group number 2. with the Queen of Swords here as your key card, key energy, you guys are using your logic, especially with how teachable are you here, or are in need to use your logic. The things that come instinctually to you. For many of you, this thing that comes instinctually to you is healing. Healing and honoring your inner knowing. And that's because right now, group number 2, many of you are rising like the phoenix. There is something that is being renewed, especially with this new moon energy. It's like you can set the intention to rekindle and allow this growth to happen. For many of you, it's because you're about to change your mind, or being encouraged to change your mind, or changing your mind will allow this expansion of growth to come forward. For some of you, you're changing your mind about death and the illusion of death. Some of you felt that something was dead, and now you are renewing your mind about that, rekindling the new that has come from the... So when you have death, it's like death and rebirth. So now that some things have been cleared away, some things have changed, been transformed, it's like you're now able to rekindle or have a rebirth, to renew, and to be stronger in this renewing of knowing. For many of you, of knowing and honoring your inner knowing, about being a healer, about being able to give and receive healing, about receiving divine messages, especially with upper world here. Many of you are connecting to the divine with a deep inner knowing. And you're receiving messages about your future, about how to use your instincts, about the abundance that is coming forth for you. An abundance in clarity of thought is what I'm getting for many of you. This clarity of thought is allowing you, because we had exponential mindset come up as one of the channeled messages, channeled words. So with this exponential mindset, it's allowing you to have more clarity in mind, but this clarity is bringing in like an endless supply of energy. It feels expansive in joy and peace, in love and bliss. It's feeling like you're on a magic carpet ride, because you now have more clarity in thought, clarity in mindset. Many of you have moved from a mindset of scarcity, and you have a renewed mindset now of a more abundant consciousness. So no, it's like you died to the scarcity mindset, the scarcity consciousness, taking time to reflect, and knowing that you are able to now tap into your I am presence of I am a healer. I am able to give and receive healing. I have the power to give and receive healing. I am living my life like it's a magic carpet ride. I just heard that song. Oh, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. And you have the citrine crystal here, group number 2. It's a golden crystal stone. And this crystal carries the power of the sun deep within. So it's like to your core, you guys are radiating like the sun. It's like, I just heard you got a glow up. What? Glow up in your mindset. All right now. You're glowing, group number 2, or this is what this 12/12 new moon in Sagittarius energy can bring forth for you, is you have a renewed mindset and mindset of abundance consciousness. It's allowing you to enhance your aura, that you're able to absorb information and analyze it. And even if it seems like it's an issue, you're able to see the positive outcome in it, is what I'm getting for you, group number 2. You guys have decided to rest from any lack mentality, and you're feeling more rejuvenated when it comes to having a unity consciousness, having an abundance mindset, an abundance consciousness, an abundance when it comes to finding your community and soul family. Like before, if you felt like you were on the outskirts or outcast or doing it alone, or you felt if you felt imprisoned in your thoughts, having a scarcity mindset, feeling locked in, tied down to certain thoughts, it's now time for you to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate, so that you can now take time to reflect on having an abundance mindset, 10 of Cups, in emotions, in connections, in love, in joy, in bliss, in community. How teachable are you, group number 2? Are you able to learn the lessons of tapping into your I am presence? Are you able to expand and tap into the healing vibration in mind, in body, and in soul? Group number 2, are you able to relax and flow more easily, tapping into what is needed rather than perceiving the restrictions? Perceiving restrictions. Because you're not restricted. This 12/12 Jupiter new moon in Sag energy is asking you to honor your inner knowing and tap into your I am presence, to know that you do have the strength to rekindle your mind, to transform, to change your mind, to rise like a phoenix from the ashes, to rise like a phoenix from restriction and imprisonment of mind, of a scarcity mindset, to take this journey through life from your heart. Because group number 2 is where it's your heart that's going to illuminate the darkness and allow these illusions of feeling in scarcity or imprisoned to drop away, so that you can see what's real and consider the parts of yourself that you may not be accepting. You see, what are my dominant emotions that run my life? Some of you, these emotions that are running your life need to drop away. These are the parts of you that you don't consider accepting, you don't consider valuable, or you're just afraid to feel. Group number 2, how do you feel your day? Do you feel it with stress, or do you feel it with joy? Do you feel your day with trust, or do you feel it with anger? Do you feel it with anxiety, or do you feel it with peace? You see, group number 2, this Jupiter new moon in Sag energy is wanting you to know that we only have today, this right now moment. And on this journey of self-discovery, I just heard, that did come up in the channel messages. But through this journey, through life, are you living it from your heart? Are you willing to illuminate those dark thoughts of stress, of anger, of anxiety, and then shed light on them to bring in more joy, more peace, more trusting? No goal, no destination will bring you the feeling you seek. It's not about the destination itself, but enjoying the journey to the destination. It's not about just reaching a goal, but actually enjoying the process and trusting the process to get to the goal. But when we begin filling every day with that which is more valuable to us, we then can attract more of it. And then that's where the fulfillment happens. That's where life feels like a magic carpet ride. That's where you feel like you're standing in your strength. Group number 2, lean into what you want to feel. The joy, the peace, the love. And adjust your life, adjust your values and your expectations to match your desires. Group number 2, what do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Or can you actually feel it knowing that you're going to achieve it? It's like some of you are feeling like, oh, I'll be happy when I get this. You see, I'll feel like I have the 10 of cups when I get this. I'll feel like I have this when this happens. I'll feel like I'll be in bliss when this happens. But can you feel the bliss even if that doesn't happen? And just live day to day in bliss, in joy, in peace? Can you allow the joy, the love, the bliss, the peace to be what instinctually flows from you? Can you allow that to be the strength of your foundation? Can you allow self-love, deep compassion, and unconditional love to be that foundation that brings you into wholeness? Not the things, the goals and those things to have to be accomplished before you start to feel the bliss, the love, and the compassion. But in the reverse, where it's the love and the compassion, the unconditional self-love, being your strength, a foundation that allows you to then attract more of those, more of the things that you value in life. It allows more for the nectar of life to flow. And nectar is like honey. And how does it say you attract more bees with honey than with vinegar? Something like that. Your life and tapping into the self-love is the nectar that draws in more of the abundance. Staying in that abundance consciousness where even if you don't get the goal, which you will if you're staying in an abundance consciousness. So it's not like you have to, I hope I'm giving this to you clearly. How I'm seeing this is that, so let's give an example. Okay, group number 2. Some of you are like, oh, when I get the girl or when I get the guy, then I'll be happy. But are you just happy in self so that you're attracting in the girl or the guy, the man or the woman? Oh, I'll be happy when I have the business. But are you content with your day-to-day, happy in your day-to-day? Giving gratitude for what, even the littlest of things that you have before the business comes. That's the instinct that should be your foundation to draw in more of this nectar, to allow you to tap into what you need rather than perceiving these restrictions. A limit, group number 1, or a block in your flow might be telling you that you need some time to adapt, to receive higher intensities of spiritual electricity. Time to reflect, to get that recharge. Jupiter and this Sag energy is wanting to electrify, I'm hearing, your life so that you can feel this magic carpet ride, so that you can trust your inner knowing, so that you can tap into your I am presence. If you're encountering any type of limit or restriction in abundance and mindset and relationships, whether this be through needing to balance it out, like to bring back balance because you're feeling like you're in lack, it's time to let go of the restrictions and the lack mindset and step into the abundance consciousness. Because with this 12-12 energy and new moon and Sag, you can set the attention. Many of you are about to break through into a new level of spiritual growth and realization. But you're going to have to trust and honor your inner knowing. That's what this Jupiter is expanding for you, trusting and honoring your inner knowing. A new level of spiritual growth. It is wise to receive this divine nectar. That's what Jupiter is expanding for you, a divine nectar to allow you to become more replenished and supported. Replenished and supported, not feeling imprisoned. Wait, it's 2 cards again. Stuck? What is going on? Ooh, look what was behind that. I kid you not, it was stuck to it. So, whoa. Okay, so there's a message in this. Some of you have been feeling restricted in relationships. Feeling restricted like you might never get married, I just heard. And Jupiter is bringing this in for you, but you have to be willing to receive the nectar. For some of you, there's going to be someone who's going to want to be very chivalrous to you. So chivalrous, it may even lead to marriage for many of you. Now, this is whether this is someone that's coming into you or this is you needing to be chivalrous. Take the energy as it resonates. But Jupiter is expanding in this time. Set this intention for those of you who are seeking marriage. For this person to be very chivalrous and come into you. Whoa! I just realized this is card number 3 on chivalry. And this marriage card is also card number 3. So 33, 3 could be significant to you. And this 39 totals 12. 2 and 1 comes to 3 again. 3, 3, 3. So for some of you, you're going to be okay, take it as it resonates, okay? With this Jupiter energy expanding, some of you are going to meet someone who's very chivalrous. Or you're going to become this very chivalrous person. And it could lead to marriage for many of you and stepping into a new community. Or becoming a part of a very chivalrous community. Either way, it's eliminating, I just heard, this imprisonment, this lack, this restriction. Where it feels more like you're able to honor your inner knowing, feeling more instinctually able to step into this new phase, able to change your mind and rekindle, being patient as you're going through this transformation. Whew. Take time out, group number 2, as you're setting intentions through this new moon energy to be teachable, to be patient. Take the time as you're setting these intentions to reflect on where you felt restricted and allow the healing to come forth, where you're able to honor your inner knowing, tapping into your I am presence, and allowing the nectar of life to flow to you. where you're able to commune with Source on a higher level. Remember, spiritual, divine nectar, bringing in vital energy, life force energy to fuel you in growth of all kinds. Growth in healing, growth in honoring your inner knowing, expansion and growth in your I am presence, expansion and growth so that life feels like a magic carpet ride, where there is balance, where there is harmony, where you're able to see through the illusions of what you thought ended. For many of you, was just transitioning, and it's now being rekindled and stepping into a new phase of an abundance mindset, a new phase of rekindling your electricity to be connected with divine creator source, allowing the nectar to flow, allowing you to tap into your emotions and your instincts. Group number two, that has been your message. For this group, I feel like with the Queen of Swords being your key energy here, it's like you're now finding that balance between heart and head, mind and heart, logic and love, I just heard. Ooh, all right now. Logic and love. All right, group number two, that's what's up. Hey, if between now and the next 6 months, so we're going to go into 2024, any of you get engaged or get married, leave it in the comments. Come back and encourage some others. If you connect with someone who's very chivalrous and or a community where you felt like you were being taught and it's a good teaching, like you learned great things, leave it in the comments, okay? For those of you from this moment until the next 6 months into 2024, so that's June, anything that was rekindled or transformed in your life and it made you feel like the phoenix rising from the ashes, if it made you feel like you were glowing, solar powered, like you had this luminous life force, like nothing could stop your shine, like your heart was shining and giving out giving out love. That's what I was going to try to say. Like you shine through all the shadows and you did it with grace, even in the face of fear, because you accepted all the shades, your light and your dark, and you allowed more light and love, the light and love inside of you to outshine, to shine out into the world. Leave it in the comments. And that's what's up. Group number two, I want to thank you for joining me and allowing me to tap into your luminous essence, okay? Continue to be patient with yourself as you're rising from the ashes like the phoenix, as you're stepping into this 12-12 portal and things are becoming more abundant and more expansive. Sometimes change isn't easy, but it can still be fun, baby. Enjoy the joy and the bliss. And for real though, I want to know if some of y'all get married, come back to this comment section and let me know. For real though. Group number three, you guys chose the Hermit as your key card, key energy. Okay. You also have water with expression. You have Princess of the Autumn Harvest. Your tarot cards are what? The Hermit and the Two of Pentacles again. Okay, Hermit energy showing up big on the board today. I'm going to put that there. I'll put these just like this. So the Hermit's next to the Hermit. Okay. You also have Milky Way with perspective. You have home, it says. You also have creation. Your crystal is the charoite. Charoite. You have occupation. Okay. You also have manifestation. You have the Tiwaz rune with commitment. You have grounding. You have tenderness with true love and compassion. You also have loud and clear. You have wild. You have the spirit fox with trust your talents in changing times. You have the Grim Reaper, Paradise, Not Enough, Aspen Spirit with Courage, Release Toxic Relationships, Respect, Angels and Spirit Guides, and this says, how does my body want me to move today? Okay, I think we got everything right there. Okay. So, group number 3. You guys have really been taking some time with the divine. I say that because you have the Hermit twice. So you've been in solitude, seeking enlightenment, seeking guidance. For many of you, it's about taking time with your angels and your spirit guides about what you're manifesting, what you're wanting to create in your life. You've been taking time and spending time with your angels and your spirit guides so that you can take on a new perspective or see things from a different perspective, is what I'll say. And it's like with this new moon in Sag 12/12 portal, the divine is blessing you, and the blessing is on its way to you now. Group number 3, it might not be an obvious blessing where your heart is singing and your spirit's like la 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 la, but it's a blessing nonetheless. And for some of you, it may start out like a blessing in disguise, which leads you to your heart opening in a way that is less obvious, especially with the Princess of the Autumn Harvest here. As this blessing in disguise is coming in, and you guys are seeing things from a different perspective. You're being encouraged to get grounded. Many of you, you're getting grounded because you're releasing toxic relationships. So something's ending, especially with the Grim Reaper here, and the relationship is over. There are no second chances. It is time for you to grow and transform your life. Now, with this ending, it may not be an easy thing, because for many of you, and I'm getting this in multiple ways, there are multiple of you listening. This is a collective reading, okay? It's not a personal reading. So for some of you, this is in your job, your occupation. For some of you, this is in relationships, family and friendships and romance, okay? The thing is that the universe hears you loud and clear. You got the Hermit here twice. It's like you took that little light, went on some little mountain quest, literally for some of you, so that you could manifest better things for yourself. With taking on this new perspective, group number 3, you guys received enlightenment about how, when, and where to release toxic relationships, and you're now able to trust even when things are changing all around you. You're able to respect other people's point of view. For those of you who are taking time with the divine, for some of you, you felt like you were not enough in certain relationships, or people made you feel like you were not enough, or you were just frustrated in the way that the relationships were going. For some of you, you lacked confidence in self. You were self-sabotaging yourself, but in the essence of taking time with the Most High, you're able to now let go of fear and ego-based issues. And if you're not, then this is what this 1212 portal is bringing in for you. It's allowing you to expand now to feeling more happiness, to feeling more joy, more playfulness, where you're able to connect with people, that you're able to enjoy each other's company, where you're able to connect in occupations where you actually enjoy this occupation, where you're able to express yourself freely. The divine has heard your prayers, is what I'm getting from many of you. The divine has heard your heart calling out for those of you who didn't even know that you wanted to switch occupations, or that you weren't being satisfied within a relationship. Your angels, your spirit guides, they heard you, and they want you to give yourself more love, more compassion, because as you're giving more love and compassion, more tenderness to yourself, you're then able to allow that vibration to flow through you. But if you're in fear, if you're in survival mode with your ego, if you're not expressing yourself, then you're having this energy of restriction and lack, and then that's what you're going to draw more into yourself of. The divine is saying, baby, I heard you loud and clear. You went on not one but two quests of introspection. You called out to the angels, the spirit guides, the Most High, higher self, ancestors. Like, can't y'all hear me? I'm out here all alone, 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 alone. And they were like, no, you're not. 'Cause you got angels, ancestors, spirit guides. We hear you. I'm laughing because I hear them laughing. They're not laughing at you. They're laughing at the fact that you really were like, you felt alone. And they're saying it's time for you to, especially with choosing the Charite as your crystal here, it is time to transform and step into this deep love and allow it to radiate from you. It is time to cleanse all of your chakras, baby. And that's what many of you did when you were going into self and having introspection with self. Many of you were cleansing, balancing out your chakras. And it is now time for you to live your life now, not waiting. Waiting until this happens, waiting until that happens, waiting till I got the finances, waiting until I got a better job, waiting until they start to love me more. No, your angels, your ancestors, the Most High is saying, baby, it is time. Now, this present moment, live your life. Not wait to really be who you are. It's time to transform into a deeper level of self-love, a deeper love of life, and a deeper love of this planet. This is this planet. Being here on this planet in this right now moment, group number 3, is where you can tap into this courage. It is your home. It is your home away from home. I just heard for some of you. This oneness of knowing that this is your home away from home is the truest part of your infinite self. The divine has heard you loud and clear. And it is time to know yourself beyond what this socialized matrix has constructed for you as a reality. It is now time for you to sense all of your survival, fear or flight. I just heard fight or flight, drop away. And now to take this deep sigh of relief as this 12/12 portal and new moon energy of Sagittarius is asking you to ground into your dreams. Ground your dreams into reality. To radiate from a safe space, because the divine has heard you loud and clear. It's time for you to expand into a deep, heart-based presence. That is your direct portal to home. Group number 3, it's time for you guys to allow and align with your temple space, which is your inner knowing, and be committed to allowing the wilder side of you to emerge forward, where you're aligned with your dreams, your visions, those things that you've been yearning from the etheric realms. But are you going to allow yourself to be fully present in your body so that you can actualize these ideas? Because this body that you're in now, this is your home away from home. This planet that you're residing on, group number 3, this is your home away from home for some of you. Be grounded. Find your home. The deeper your roots are, the higher you will be able to reach into the heavens. But Mother Earth is here asking you to allow her to assist you in grounding your roots, so that you're just not out in the ethers, but you're able to manifest your dreams and pull them forward. All of those intentions that you've set forth, you have to balance it out, group number 3. You can't be in just the ethers. You need to ground it into reality. And Mother Earth is here to assist you with that. Your angels and your spirit guides are also here to assist you with that. The Most High has heard you loud and clear. Card number 45, totals 9, says it's time for that cycle to be over, where you're not trusting your inner knowing, where you're feeling out of balance and not able to express yourself. Release the toxic relationships, including the one you have with yourself, group number 3, and step into trusting your talents. Even when things are changing all around you, trust that keeping gratitude in your heart as often as possible, even when you're not sure why life is unfolding in a particular way, group number 3, will allow you to ground your dreams into reality. Every circumstance that the divine hand of your magnificent higher self is guiding you to, is assisting you to step deeper into your own bliss. Even if it feels like confirmation, even if it feels like you're not getting what you want or you're not sure what's unfolding, let your heart lead you. Be led by an open heart. Get grounded, group number 3. This is going to assist you. The divine has heard you loud and clear. It will assist you in bringing into more courage and moving more. When you move, you change your state and you raise your vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Group number 3, that has been your reading. I want to thank you for joining me through this 1212 portal and what this new moon in Sag is expanding for you. The divine has heard you loud and clear about all of your manifestations. Okay? Your angel and spirit guides are saying those things that ended, you may not understand why, but later, as you get grounded, you'll recognize that it is a blessing in disguise. One that allows you to bring in more joy, more expansion of happiness, more playfulness, and more where you're able to express yourself through your creation abilities by connecting with the divine. And as you connect with the divine, ground it so that it's more balanced, okay? Group number 3, thank you for joining me. That has been your reading. And now group number 4. You chose as your key energy the Hangman, or the Hang One, which is the Hangman in Tarot. You also have Stone People with Knowing. You have the Bamboo Moon. I never pulled that one before. Can't wait to see what your reading's all about. The Bamboo Moon. Your tarot cards are the King of Swords, the World, and the Three of Cups. King of Swords, the World, and the Five of Cups. You know what? I'm going to do this like this so that I have enough room for everything. Okay. You also have Clouds with Shape-Shifting. You have Evolution is what it says. Victim, Workaholic, and your crystal is the Olivenite. You also have main male. Okay. And you have commitment. You have Othala room with home. You may be interested to listen to group number 3's. They had a Lumerian card that talked about home. You have truth. You have telepathy. You have psst. Hey you. You also have mountain with stand your ground. And you have the Shaolin master with be grounded in movement and action. You also have the golden mirror. You have the reflecting pool with stillness. This says, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? You have Phoenix Rising. Who had that? I think group number 2. You have your beliefs are right for you. And your thoughts create reality. You also have spontaneity. And the present. And self-mastery. Okay. Oh, we made it. Okay. Okay, group number 4. So, your new moon message, your 12/12 portal, new moon and Sag message, is about you having a deep knowing. This knowing is of you being able to move past any one-sided relationships, any relationship or mindset that has you feeling like a victim. Because we have the victim card here. And for many of you, this has to do with your heart. So someone you cared for, victim, heart chakra energy, green. So many of you have felt like you've been in a one-sided relationship. But that cycle's coming to an end and you feel bad, or you take it as it resonates. You were the one that created the one-sided relationship, or you felt like you were in a one-sided relationship. Either way, whatever went wrong, the divine is saying through this 12/12 portal that that's coming to an end. But you have to know that it's coming to an end and not play the victim. To now move forward like a phoenix rising, because many of you are coming into your truth. You're being able to speak your truth. For some of you, you've been working hard at this, overcoming this victim mentality, over getting out of, for some of you, a narcissistic relationship. So you've been putting in the work and you're now able to learn to speak your truth, or this is what this expansion is bringing forth for you, an expanded mindset, a mindset that allows you to speak your truth, a mindset that allows you to shift and feel more at home in self, to allow certain cycles to complete where you're able to stand your ground, knowing now with this 12/12 portal and this Jupiter energy of abundance that you now recognize, realize, are receiving an expanded mindset, that your thoughts create your reality, that your beliefs are right for you, that yes, the divine does hear you too, baby. Hey you, the divine is saying, get out of that victim mindset. Take the time you need to get still within self, to calm your thoughts. Okay, you've been through a very tumultuous relationship for some of you, where it was one-sided. Some of you were dealing with a narcissist, someone who was love bombing you. But are you going to stay in a victim mindset? And if you're the person that, because we have some cross watchers watching this, if you're the person that was the narcissist, and the divine is saying, okay, you're feeling bad over what went wrong, you can now allow a transformation to happen for you as well. You can allow these cycles to end. You can now let go of the guilt. You don't have to hold on to the guilt from things of the past. That's why you guys chose this olive night crystal here. This crystal amplifies the energy of releasing the guilt from the past and the things that weigh your spirit down. The divine is saying, I hear you now, okay? Card number 16, 6 and 1 is 7. That's that spiritual lesson. And the divine is quite literally saying, hey you, get over the guilt. Get over what went wrong. It's time to transform. If you're the one that was on the opposite end, get over the guilt of feeling bad about choosing someone who wasn't good for you. It's time to allow the cycles to end and step into the present moment, to live in the moment and bring forth the energy of love again, the energy of spontaneity, where you're enjoying life, where you're moving beyond constraints, the constraints of your mind that keep telling you, you did it wrong, I did it wrong. And stand your ground and freely move, freely embrace new situations, freely embrace stepping into self-mastery, learning from the mistakes of the past, waving the magic wand and bringing forth what it is that you truly desire, the things that give you more power and allow you to be fueled with more joy, love, and light, that allow your soul's wings to take flight. Go inward. Take the time to go inward to get your answers that lie within you. It's now time to choose what makes you happy. Come out of your head and put a smile on your face. Look at that King of Swords. He's so in his head, all up in his thoughts, all that logic. Time to tap into your heart chakra, baby. Let the cycle end of feeling down and depressed, holding guilt and shame. Time to shapeshift. Time to be more graceful now in your movement and your actions. Time to speak your truth and rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Many of you have been receiving this telepathic communication. Communications about evolving in your thoughts, allowing your thoughts to expand, an expansive mindset. Group number 4, consider what evolution means to you, because your beliefs are right for you. Is your evolution about growth? Is it about expansion? Is it about adaptation? Is your evolution about success and or becoming a better version of yourself? Self-mastery. See, group number 4, many of you are looking for ways to flourish in the face of the challenges of being weighed down by the guilt of the past. Break a problem down to its elements so that you can have a breakthrough, group number 4. Be creative, be spontaneous, and consider how you can make it more fun and more inspiring. Many of you may want to ask, how you can learn, how you can grow, how you can become stronger, how you're able to step more into self-mastery through what it is that's been happening for you, not to you. For you. This is happening for you, group number 4. It's not happening to you. It's time to commit to your self-mastery, to commit to adapting, to commit to this expansion. This is what this 12-12 portal new moon in Sag is asking you to set the intentions for. Many of you may be pushed to a greater and deeper learning. And it might be uncomfortable. The process isn't always comfortable. But coming out of your comfort zone will allow you to step more into self-mastery, more into growth, more into strength, more into divine wisdom. And this is a part of the journey. Many of you, group number 4, you guys are going through the eye of the storm. And it's now time to embody this knowledge, this wisdom. The experiences you've had, group number 4, it is something no teacher can show you. The things that you've gone through in the past, they came to make you stronger. They came so that you could adapt. They didn't come to break you. They came so you could have a breakthrough. They came to happen for you, not to you. And that is what this new moon in Sag, this 12-12 portal, is wanting to expand for you. More gracefulness in your movement, in your action, in your mind, so that you can have a deeper knowing of self-mastery. So that as you're rising from the ashes like the phoenix, many of you might be wondering if anything is ever going to come together for you. And it may seem to be now, with this expansion, with this Sag new moon energy, things are moving more rapidly, more quickly. Divine timing is always at play, group number 4. Whether we're letting go or trying to force something, there's always this intelligent, divine creator source of power that is more vast than our own limited vision. And it's always in flow, and we are a part of that. So group number 4, you can find so much more peace and joy when you realize this and learn to trust and relax in the unfolding of this journey to your divine destiny. Group number 4, know that it is okay to release the constraints, the guilt of the past. The divine hears you. That has been your reading. I want to thank you for joining me. And these are the messages for the 12-12 portal of the new moon in Sagittarius. Remember to consider all the possibilities. Think expansively. Remember to shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And to always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star. And so that these messages may get out to others, even after this new moon portal, even after this new moon in Sag, and even after this 12-12 portal, hit the like button. And so that you don't miss a message from me, subscribe. And if there's anyone you're thinking of that could benefit from this message, please share. Again, thank you for joining me, Tonae Star.